Day Dawns ARKS. Welcome everyone to your Phantasy Star podcast recorded live on October 16th, 2021. I'm one of your hosts, PrinceBrightstar, and with me is Zance. Go ahead and say hello.
Hello there! I am finally here again.
Yes, it has been several episodes since you were last able to join me here, that's for certain.
Yep. Well, life's been busy, so what can you do?
True. Anyway, we got a pretty packed show here with everything that released this week. We've got the release of Bouncer, we've got the Battledia that's come out, there's been some changes to the motion system, which it's going to now be using a point system similar to accessories. But why don't we go ahead and just start off with our thoughts on Bouncer. So, for me, I went through using the Soaring Blades. Went from level 1 to 15 with those, and they seem to be fairly capable in terms of dishing out some pretty decent damage quickly. I didn't get anything up to like a 4-star plus 40 or anything like that, but the damage output definitely seems to have a higher rate of damage than what I can typically get out of a sword.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't completely screw this up like they did with Braver. I'm happy.
No, I completely agree. The main issue that I'm running into is that, unfortunately, the subclass abilities, if I were to go Hunter Bouncer, they're kind of disappointing, to be honest. I was hoping that part of what we would be getting here is a Photon Point boost from using Bouncer as a subclass, similar to Force, but unfortunately that just is not the case. That is locked to main class only for getting Photon Points back for defeating enemies.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Now, it is a very capable weapon. You get a lot of AoE that comes with the Soaring Blades. In fact, one I've just got mapped to just my right mouse click. It starts off with basically spinning you around in a 360 pattern, and then that then sends out several photon blades after the fact to continue that going. The thing about the bouncer abilities, though, is that they have a second attack that you can unlock just by tapping the Photon Art button a second time, and that changes how each of the Photon Arts works. So,
or you can just hold it in. That's another option. You could just hold the Photon Art in.
True. That is true. But if you do that, you potentially lose out on some of the initial DPS that you would get out of the first part of that Photon Art. So I found it's a little bit better to cancel it later, or rather as late as you can, to get as much damage out of those photon points you're spending. Let's see, there was another that kind of is sort of like a pretty fast forward motion Photon Art, which then, if you tap the button, or rather, if you don't tap the button again, it just ends with a single slash. Otherwise, what happens is once you reach your target, after moving forwards, you can then do several hits after the fact.
Yeah, and you move forward in like a blade. It's
pretty
great.
much, yeah. Yeah, and then the second part of that basically reverses the direction of that blade. So, yeah, overall Photon Blades, or rather Soaring Blades, seem fairly capable. Now,
and then there's Jet Boots.
Yeah. I'll
Go
start
on,
with mine here.
Yeah.
So I gave them a brief try, but they didn't seem to impress me very much. But at the same time, I had not put any points into the skill tree yet, and based on what you're telling me, I may have to do that now and give them a try at their full strength here, especially since, I haven't finished leveling Bouncer, so there's plenty of time for me to make that correction if I have to here.
Yep. So the thing with the Jet Boots, whenever you have those skills set, whenever you're just holding down the normal attack button, you'll do start doing a slow attack combo, and it starts speeding up and up and up and up and up and up until it does one big giant hit right at the end. And the damage is insane. I would try to get a screen cap of it, but I'm only at level 12 on Bouncer, and and with that finishing hit on Jet Boots, I was able to hit near 2100.
Wow.
It is insane.
Now that sounds like that would be more useful against bosses that have been down, because it also sounds like you would need them to kind of sit tight for a bit there.
Yeah. For against bosses, it is going to be a massive boss killer.
Cool. What else about the Jet Boots do you like? What about their Photon Arcs and such?
Photon Arcs, I'm actually a bit disappointed with. They don't feel as good as they did in the original PSO2.
And maybe that's what I was feeling as well, why I was a little bit disappointed in what we had gotten there. So, okay, so at least my sentiments on that are at least sort of, we're in agreement on those.
Yeah.
What else about Jet Boots do you like?
Well, yeah, besides the damage output you can get from the normal combo, I guess, like, for single target, now Jet Boots is like the better option to go for single target compared to the Soaring Blades. Soaring Blades, I feel, is far better when you're doing a multi-target.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's really going to depend upon the situation that you're in terms of which weapon you want to use then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although the abilities that you can get with the Jet Boots and Soaring Blade, though, is really nice. Basically, the Jet Boots one is just a one big giant kick attack. And then when it's Soaring Blades, the step action attack, which is just sends out Photon Blades to the enemy. Once you activate it, it just sends out a bunch of Photon Blades at the enemy just by pressing the step action. So you just activate it and just constantly throw out Photon Blades.
Gotcha. All right.
Overall,
so...
I find Bouncer a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seems like we both have that sentiment here.
And now I also want to mention something with Gunner that I recently realized. They changed it up a bit with the like whenever it did the 1, 2, 3 with the normal attacks, the third one would only be 2 hits, and those would be around like 90 to 100 damage around that value. But now it's like a multiple hits with those 2 shots instead. And I also realized that when it came to one of the Photon Arcs, the one that does multiple shots and then a big blast. That big blast, it still does that blast, but also has multiple hits with that as well. I found that odd.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm not that familiar with Gunner, so I can't really comment on that. But I do know there were some significant changes with this update that also rebalanced a bunch of things for the other classes.
And I'm guessing that was part of the rebalancing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's a nerf. It kind of feels like just a normal... I don't know. It kind of feels like a nerf, but at the same time it doesn't. Because it does allow for chain to be built up very quickly.
True. Well, that's also something that we definitely should be talking about here today. And in fact, why don't we start to get into the updates that were on the website here, and we'll catch up with that as we go here. So,
all right.
Starting off here, let me bring that up. So, we've got the class updates here. So, we got the Bouncer class skills, as well as the new weapon categories, Jet Boots and Soaring Blades, Jet Boots and Soaring Blades, Photon Arcs, and new Photon Blasts for each weapon, of course.
I've only seen the Photon... I've only used the Photon Blast for the Soaring Blades as of yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't tried Jet Boots either for the for their Photon Blast, so it'll be interesting to see what that looks like.
Have you tried the new quest there, the Battledia?
I've tried the yellow one. So, yeah, Battledia is the new quest type, and there are 2 available. Trigger for the yellow one is in West Aleo, and the purple one is in North Aleo, specifically next to that big building that's sort of in the middle of it there. As you can see,
I think I got some. I think I got a purple one off of a drop. I don't remember where I got that though.
yeah, I got one too in Vanford Lab Ruins. Although actually, mine came from the rank 1 area, as I was still leveling up Bouncer. So those can, so those can drop anywhere basically.
And by the way, the purple ones, they sell for the most.
Yeah, so to kind of back up on what this is, it's the new quest type that's available, and with the yellow ones, it's more designed to help you level up, and it also gives you a reward of a silver and gold Prim Sword and Prim Armor, and those are already at a plus 20 when you get them. So it seems like this will be the way that you want to grind up different weapons and armors going forward. And the thing that I could see with this working in the future is perhaps you would get parties of 4 players together. Each of them has like a minimum buy-in of, say, 10 triggers, and you just rotate each player until everybody has used up their triggers, and kind of treat it like a raid night, if you will, and just get a bunch of gear ready to go for when the December update comes out, when we're going to get the new region. So this potentially could be the start of, if we wanted to call it statics, I guess, in the game.
If this gear is worth it, that's the big thing, especially for the purple ones. That gear better be worth it.
Right. I completely agree with you. As of right now, I don't think there's any new gear dropping inside of these, but at the very least, with the yellow ones, you do get the Prim Silver and Gold weapons and armors, and those silvers are going to go a long way towards helping you level up the new gear when it finally comes out. Gold ones too, if you wanted to spend that, but for the swords, at the very least, you're better off trading those away for your weekly augments. Let's see. Aside from this, new waves have been added to Mining Rig Defense Alio, which is now up to 8 waves. So that has a lot of fun associated with it, because some teams were even struggling to get past 6 waves. Now you've got 8 waves, and there's actually a rare wave that can show up with gold enemies.
That's fun.
Yep. And just yesterday, I actually made a post on Reddit reminding players that, hey, you don't want to be abandoning your team when you do this to try to hunt for a gold wave, or else too many of those and you could get banned from the game. And that's something that's been in place since even before global launch. That happened back in like 2017 or so, that change was made by Sega.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So just don't even think about it if you're thinking about it, because the last thing you want to do is get banned. And there was already another ban wave that happened this week, so we'll get to that in a little bit here. Aside from the update to the urgent quest, we've also got new side tasks available. Of course, that's going to be the side task for the Bouncer. Mission Pass has finally been introduced to the game. So Season 1...
I'm already at rank 10.
Yep, and that's where you can get your first set of Battledia triggers if you want to do that. You got a bunch of costumes, as well as other things in there, different items that will help with grinding and such, accessories. The big changes with this, though, compared to base PSO2 when it was out on Global. So it no longer costs 200 Star Gems to acquire, instead it's 100 Star Gems now. But you don't get Star Gems anymore inside the Mission Pass.
Alright, that's fair.
And you also don't get it for free with the premium subscription either.
Which I'm also fine with, because they artificially inflated the price of the premium just because of that.
Yep. Yeah, for me, it's no problem for me to spend 100 Star Gems each month, or however often they're going to do this, just because You know me. I've got my collection of like 15,000 star gems still.
And I still got storage of plenty of outfits that have a lot of extra star gems.
Yeah, so start wearing those so you can get those.
Yeah, I really need to.
that was the way to do it. You get all those outfits back in base PSO2, just sit in those star gems, and hey, now you can actually use them. If you weren't using extended storage 1 or the material storage either. Let's see. You've also got a new Gigantics appearing now. I think that shows up in the purple Battledia as the Bujin Gigantics now.
Okay.
You've also got the different soaring blades and jet boots available now as well. We've also got the new special scratch.
Really cool,
Say again?
I really like how those jet boots and soaring blades look.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. Of course, jet boots and soaring blades are compatible with the old weapon camos as well.
But I really like that Evil coat. I just like that purple aura.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I just realized you're not here on the screen with me. Let me put you back up there.
No, I'm gone.
How did I miss that? There you are.
Hello, I'm back.
We've been going for like 5 minutes like that. Oh dear. You have to stop. You have to stop leaving me as the only one on this show. I'm forgetting to put you back.
I'm sorry. Like I said, life gets in the way.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we also have interesting fashion updates and special scratches listed underneath that. But they do actually mention some of the weapon camos that you can get from this. The Bounce Al-Metif, as well as the Brave Anchor.
From what I saw from most of the special scratch, they're mostly PSO2 items.
Yeah, they do seem to be that.
But
you can also get
one so far, and I got an emote out of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got one of the Star Gem tickets myself,
Ooh,
so
nice.
that just went into the pile. Let's see. We also got the new AC Scratch Ticket Aerial Defenders. We'll get to that in a little bit. As well as the new Star Gem Scratch Ticket Soaring Bouncer, which adds in a bunch of outfits for the Bouncer theme. In terms of system updates, they've added a new type of augment capsule, which of course is going to be a melee tech one for Bouncer. For characters, a sound effect will now play when certain active skills are activated. And the radar map will also change to show the map coordinates.
Yeah, that's something I noticed while playing recently. On the top left, it now shows exactly what your map coordinates is.
Which is, frankly, should have been in there from the start. You shouldn't have to have pulled up the map and say, okay, look at that, and then tell people where you are.
Yeah, it really should have been there from the start.
Yep. And thank you for tuning in there, Betsygen. Okay, so for enemies, for the following enemies, damage to the abdomen before its destruction will now reduce the health of the main body. That is for Gororon and Gororox. For quests in the urgent quest Mining Rig Defense Alio, effects will now show up before the object backhack appears, rather. In the urgent quest Command Doll Suppression Operation and Next Vera Suppression Operation, rewards will now be collected all at once after the quest is completed. If the amount of EXP or Meseta earned is 0, they will not be displayed in the reward column of the quest info screen. And a Receive All button and a Move All to Material Storage button will be added onto the Receive Quest Rewards item screen.
Yeah, that showed up for me when I did the urgent today. And I was a bit confused by it because I've never seen it before.
Yeah, that had shown up in the Mining Rig urgent quests previously, but it had not been for the other ones previously.
Yeah, and I still haven't done any of the mining rig ones.
Gotcha. Also, certain enemies in the combat sectors will have new item drops, that of course being the Battledia triggers. For tasks, a shortcut to Mission Pass will be added to the task details, and they're also adding special scratch tickets to the weekly task rewards.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yep. So make sure you get those done now. Moving on to the salon, camera settings will be added to character creation and the salon under the Edit Miscellaneous menu. A cost value will be added for each motion for motion changes in the salon. You will not be able to set them if they exceed the total amount. This is something we're going to be talking about a little bit later here. The following buttons will be added to the salon: undo one change, redo one change, put on or remove outfit and accessories, hairstyle on/off.
You can turn off your hair?
I guess, yeah. In the salon, a message will be displayed in the Edit Details confirmation screen when body shape change will cause the outfit's color to revert to the default. And for chat, in the city, the range of the one send to area chat will be narrowed. So, we're not going to have bots hiding in the city anymore.
That's good.
But there's even further changes to that. And I'm not sure if it says it here or not, but bubble chat is gone if you want to take it away.
Yep. Yeah, that's now a setting in the options. You can turn off bubble chat. But the symbol arts are back.
They are.
You can enable them, and they're off by default, but you can re-enable them for area chat.
Yep. Bubble chat is something that's been in the series, really a staple of the series ever since Phantasy Star Online, and it's sad to see it go away like this, but at the same time it's necessary given how the world has changed and how much responsibility there is on streamers and such to ensure that they have a properly produced stream and control what their audience is doing.
And again, this is a setting that can be toggled on or off. So it's on by default, and you can toggle it off if you want to.
Right.
Which, again, I fully in support of that, because that does, for one, help out streamers. And two, it just helps out people who don't want to be bombarded by a certain chat.
Right. Moving on to the item lab. In the item lab, insufficient items will now be displayed in red text under item info. And new items will be added to the product list for augment capsule exchanges, that being, once again, the new stuff that was added for Bouncer. In the item shop, the NPC Utroy is adding new items to his product list in the item shop. Under item recycle, NPC Travis will be adding new items to his product list in item recycle, and the shop menu item recycle.
Oh, I should probably go take a look at that.
Yeah, he's added quite a number of things, actually. For the Star Gems shop, End Mission Pass Gold has been added. Once again, that's 100 Star Gems. And then for items, for some ticket items, the registration status will now be listed under the item details. In PSO2, the registration information will not be listed for ticket items that can't be used. And the names of the following items will be changed. So, the Fid Hair becomes the Fid Extender, the Fid Horn becomes the Fid Ram, Digitach Arms becomes Arms Digitach.
Okay.
Yeah. Hairstyles, the Alice Head becomes the Alice Hair. Corsaro Head becomes Corsaro Hair. Shanorf Head becomes Shanorf Hair. Covert Head becomes Cobber Mask. Covert Head B becomes Cobber Mask B. And Svela Head becomes Svela Hair.
Were those originally, like, the female cast heads?
I'm not sure. They might have been. For the personal shop. In the personal shop, when a player's personal shop is open, From the product search results, all the items they have put up will be displayed. In the personal shop product search, mag forms will be added as a subcategory under the other category.
Okay.
And a button to withdraw items from storage will be added to the personal shop. Functions for change mag form and add new form will be added under the mag menu. Under add new form, you can add mag forms by using a mag form or an evolution device from PSO2. You can change to a different mag form you have added via change mag form.
That's
The
right.
mag
You don't
form-
need, like, and another thing, any mags that you actually, it was just about to say that there. The mag forms that you have in PSO2 will also be available as mag forms in NGS. So it doesn't matter what mag form you put onto a whatever mags you have. All of them are counted for this.
Yep, and it's free to change them in New Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need
Yeah,
the
it
mag
doesn't
form
cost
pass
anything.
anymore.
Why was that even a thing?
I don't know. Yeah, so the sonar will now show up even when the mag display settings are set to do not display. So that at least allows you to find new things that are out in the field, even if you're not looking at your mag at that time. Under options, an option to change the volume of the voice chat will be added. Area Party
I don't
Alliance.
use voice chat.
Yeah, maybe Xbox users use it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Area Party Alliance and group setting options will be added to the symbol art display settings. A new option to hide speech bubbles for each chat will be added. And a setting to hide open messaging for online statuses will be added. For the PC version, the download method of the update data will be partially changed. So, I don't know if this is something that they're gonna have to fix in the tweaker or not, but if people are still using that at this point, but it's something to note here.
Mm. Which I'm
Only when-
pretty sure that most people who still play on PC are using the tweaker.
To be honest, I haven't had any problems with the Steam version.
Same.
So,
I
but
don't
if
know, maybe it's just the people who've gotten so used to just using the tweaker.
could be. If they ever do let us play on the Japanese servers again, though, without needing to use a proxy, that's when I would go back to that, though. Let's see. Only when playing back in an event scene, even if the options, graphics, color tone curve is set to off, it will be turned back to on again and played back. So it looks like that's just for event scenes. Weapons set to the palette will be selectable when adjusting the weapon sheath position. For boost items, a confirmation window will now appear when overriding with something with a higher boost effect, which is something we had in base PSO2 for a while. The item menu will be changed to allow the display of icons only. Once again, something from base PSO2. Preview window will be added to the seasonal points exchange shop and item shop. You will now be able to confirm the details for Stage 2 and up in login bonus information. You'll now see the progress of delivery period when a login bonus is earned. And important key settings will now be reset if they have not been used for a certain amount of time.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, what exactly do they mean by that?
I have no idea.
Mission Pass Gold tickets obtained in PSO2 cannot be moved over to New Genesis.
Does that make sense?
Yep. In PSO2, the Photon Arcs and techniques that are initially earned when a new character is created will be changed. Mag forms that were held by each character in PSO2 will be integrated into the account. Specs will be changed so that characters will be able to sit on the chairs in Central City. That's something that we need to organize an event for, to have everybody sit in every single spot in the city to make sure we don't cause a crash that way.
Yeah. But yeah, it's great to finally be able to sit on the benches.
Yep. And for those wondering, back during the beta of PSO2 in Japan back in 2012, chairs were a problem with the launch of that game, whereby too many people sitting down in chairs were actually causing the database to lock up. So that's why I'm saying we need to organize an event for that.
Oh, that would be great. Let's sit on all the benches. Woo!
Let's see. Gamepad type selection will be added to the gamepad settings in the control settings. The name Move Skill Tree will be changed to Reset and Move Skill Tree. And that helps to clarify that for certain. Changes to the system for when paid content is purchased for the first time in platform stores. Those were previously announced, and we've gone over those previously. Then we've got balance adjustments for each class, which we'll cover that in a little bit here. And then quick foods. The duration of the food boost effect and food boost premium effect will be extended from 2 hours to 4 hours.
Whew. That's a pretty big jump there.
It is, but I like it.
Yeah, so do I. Less time I have to worry about making sure that I'm food up.
Yep. All right. Of course, this past Tuesday evening was when the servers went down. There were several issues before they could bring the server back up. So launch got delayed to 7 a.m. PDT on the 13th. In terms of items distributed via campaigns, the winner's prize for the 9th anniversary stamp drawing contest went out, and that was 200 Star Gem tickets if you had one of the winners. And then items delivered in conjunction with class skill balance adjustments. So every character that you had before the servers went down has received an enemy set all skill. Make sure to log into each of your characters to collect those.
Now, I personally haven't been needing to use those at all, but once the new area comes out and we get more skills added, then that might actually be useful.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then, of course, we got a laundry list of bug fixes here. We're not going to read all these, but there are some that we're going to be covering here that had their own specific news item created here.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's good to see that they are working to make all these changes here.
Anyway,
all right.
Class balances.
Yep. Class balances. So, for the Hunter, Assault Charge increased the turning speed when activated, and made adjustments to allow movement at the start of charging, and increased the movement distance when not charging. For Wired Lance, for the Cutting Layer and Turbulent Train, they increased the potency of that. And then for Partisan, they relaxed the cancellation timing of Sidestep for Partisan normal attacks. And then for Cleaving Scythe, they increased the potency and increased the potency allocation when not charging. And for Fatal Tornado, they increased the potency and made adjustments to allow movement to the left and right between attacks. Do you want to take Fighter?
Sure thing. So, for class skill adjustments, the class skill acceleration drive, it increased the movement distance. For Twin Daggers, the Photon Art Helsius Coat, the potency is increased and made the vertical firing angle of the shockwave higher. And for Double Sabers, the Photon Arts Julian Dance had a relaxed, the adjustments were relaxed the timing for advanced input between attacks. And for Quick Gash, it increased the potency and relaxed the timing for advanced input between attacks.
Yep. For Ranger adjustments, for the Rifle Grenadier, they increased the potency of Trap and Grenade, increased the attack range for Trap, and increased the round velocity for Grenade. Spread Shot, they increased the potency and changed specifications so Photon Point is recovered when an attack hits. And Spread Shot Quick Getaway extended the invulnerability duration. For Raising Shot, they increased the potency and relaxed the potency reduction during multiple hits when it has been charged. For Launcher, they increased the potency and round velocity of the launcher Photon Blast. And then for the Fallen Impact Photon Art, they increased the potency and increased the attack range. And why don't you take Gunner since you were talking about it before?
Yep, Gunner is my main. Just wait for it to scroll down on my screen here. There we go. Okay, so some pretty big adjustments here. So Chain Trigger increased the potency of Chain Finisher Boost, shortened cooldown time. That is something I definitely noticed, just playing normally. Chain Trigger Quick Reload shortened the cooldown time reduction time per one chain. When combined with Chain Trigger cooldown, it will be improved compared to how it was before the adjustments were made. Stylish Roll Arts increased the attack range during Chain Boost. Spread Shot increased the potency, changed specifications so PP is recovered when an attack lands. And Spread Shot Quick Getaway increased the invulnerability duration. So Twin Machine Guns, here we go. Relax the cancellation timing of Sidestep for Twin Machine Gun normal attacks, adjusted potency and PP recovery amount, and increased the shot number in the third step of Twin Machine Gun normal attacks. That was one thing that I noticed right away that I was a bit confused by. Increasing the shot number in the third step.
Gotcha.
And then for Bullet Rave as well. So it increased the motion velocity and adjusted the potency allocation and increased the number of hits during the final step. And it also relaxed the cancellation timing of substep. And for Endless Rain, relaxed the cancellation timing.
Yep. Moving on to Force, not too much here. They increased HP for Forces, and then for Talus adjustment, the Converging Shot and Spread Shot have both had their potency increased. And then for Tector, for Wand adjustments, they relaxed the cancellation timing of Sidestep and weapon actions for Wand normal attacks. They increased the potency of Photonic Fury for Wand normal attacks. They relaxed the fall timing in the Wand Photon Blast. And for Wave Crash, they increased the attack range and adjusted to allow movement to the left and right between attacks. And then we get down to the techniques here. And to put it simply, everything had its potency increased for every single technique.
That's it. Okay.
Yep. And then why don't you go ahead and take Braver here?
So for Braver, their class skills. Brave Combat. It had a reduced PP consumption, increased PP recovery amount, and increased the attack range of Combat Finisher. The Brave Combat Close Range increased the range when moving closer. And Bow Illusion Plus increased the homing ability of attack. For Katana, they increased the PP recovery amount of the first and second steps of Katana normal attacks. That's really good. For the Photon Arcs Silverleaf Storm, it increased the potency, relaxed the cancellation timing for weapon action, and relaxed fall timing. For Iris Gale, increased the attack range of the first and second steps, relaxed the cancellation timing for weapon action, and relaxed fall timing. And for Lotus Lightning, relaxed fall timing. I like that increased attack range, because that is one thing that I had trouble with using Katana, is that attack range.
Gotcha.
So, Photon Bow increased the attack range when charged for Photon Board normal attacks. And then for the Photon Arcs Flex Arrow, increased the potency and relaxed the potency reduction during multiple hits when charged in the first step. For Frenzied Firework, increased the potency and attack range. And for Dimensional Ray, it increased the potency allocation when not charging, and the attack range when not charging.
Yep, and of course everybody received those enemy sets all skill passes, as we mentioned before. So if you want to try any of these changes out, and you need to reset your skill tree, there you go. Just go ahead and use those. You'll be able to put your points in again.
Which, at this point, you really don't need to worry about it, because
Right.
almost every single skill is obtainable. Like, almost every single skill is obtainable.
Right. Alright, so we got a bunch of new scratches out here. Let's go ahead and start with the Star Gem scratch here. Let's take a look at the video that they put out for this here. And these have outfits designed specifically for the bouncer. Of course, this is going to have outfits from prior Star Gem scratches as well.
Which is still a bit annoying.
True, but there is a change coming to that, which we'll get into in a little bit here. I think I managed to get the mini heart one already.
I just want to have the colored tongues.
Yeah, those colored tongues are kind of interesting. Let's see. And here we go. Price... Let's see. All prizes from this Star Gem scratch ticket will be out of the lineup at the end of its distribution period. They won't remain in the prize lineup for the next Star Gem scratch ticket. Yeah, and so this one ends in January now.
Okay.
So we'll be getting a brand new lineup come January. And January 18th, actually, is what they're saying here.
Yep, and also reminder, if you still need Star Gems, the original PSO2 is still there.
Yep. Plenty of Star Gems to get from the story and other sources in there.
Yep. Casino, the PvP, if anyone's still doing that. And also from outfits.
Yep.
And also, Buster Quest.
Yep. So we're just looking at the ones that list new here. So here's the new one for the Type 1 humanoids, and
I don't like that puff around their neck. It just looks like a floaty device.
It does, but it also makes sense in the fact that with all the motions that would be made using jet boots, that could potentially cause whiplash on the character's neck, and so that might be a way to brace for that.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't actually affect anything in-game, really, but if you're trying to go for some sort of realism in a game called Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis. Let's see here. What else is new? Here we go. So we got the Idol Floating, as well as the Idol Tai Chi. You've also got a Bouncer Pose emote, and the Hand Pose Aloha, as well as Hand Pose Sign of the Horns, and the Mini Heart, and Finger Claws as well. Rest of those is old stuff. Then we got the Boa Hair and the Ole Hair. Let's see. So, Shy Eyebrows. You got the Jangler Ears, as well as Twisting Horn.
Okay, I like that little horn. It still doesn't match the Doomin horn at all, but it's okay.
If you ask me, it looks sort of like a Summoner Dong from Final Fantasy XIV, actually.
It needs to be bigger, though.
Yeah.
If you want to have a Summoner Dong, it needs to be bigger.
Well, it is an accessory, so you can change that.
That is true. Now, the colored tongues. I like those colored tongues.
Yeah, they definitely interesting. Although once again, I ask, why couldn't we have just had an RGB slider for tongue color instead?
Yeah. Well, now there's the answer.
Yep. And definitely different from the Viper mouth and the pierced tongues that we've gotten previously. Of course, you got the boa glasses as well. And no new stamps, so I guess that's it here then.
Yeah, the boy glasses, they just look like complete 80s or 90s look.
Yep. I'll agree with you there. Alright, we've also got the new special scratch. So let's take a look at that here now.
So this special scratch thing seems like it's just a complete permanent thing.
Pretty much, yeah. I suspect they're going to add new items as time goes on here.
Probably.
But it has like a bunch of... Go ahead.
Yeah, but it is mostly stuff from PSO2, as it says there. Hard to get PSO2 items.
Yep. So, Bounce All Metif, Weapon Camel for the Jet Boots, Brave Anchor, Gravil Fluga, Gravil Larugo, Gravil Krutz. Yeah, just a whole bunch of weapon camos. You also got the gold and silver prim Almaties, which give you the gold and silver swords there.
But as weapon camos.
Yep. You've also got some poses.
No, big thing when it comes to the special scratch is all these items are non-tradable.
Right. And you cannot pay AC for them either.
Nope. You can only get them through the mission pass and through weekly rewards.
Right, so technically you're going to have to pay 100 star gems, but that's it. If you want to get the special scratches that come off the mission pass. Let's see, you've got a couple of cheers here. Dignified greeting. The it. Way back when that thing was first coming out. Segway. Ride personal transporter. Exit stage left. Hero pose from back in episode 5 of PSO2. As well as pool fun. Dangle.
Yeah, the pool fun emote's great, and that was actually the one I got from my first scratch of this.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I got Dangle, if I remember correctly. You can also get yourself some elegant wings. Sudsy hat. So if you got the Sudsy outfit, this will go well with that. You got a Rappy Parasol, as well as some AIS weaponry. Although those are not camos, those are just accessories.
Okay, interesting.
You also got the Eros face. And then we also have some items that are just useful, like the N augmentation success rate plus 20, plus 15, N enhancement success rate plus 100%.
Oh.
And then there's a Star Gem 100 ticket, Salon Free Pass, N Color Change Pass, which players have been wondering where those were. And then Star Gem 20 and Star Gem 10 tickets. And the Star Gem 10 ticket has a 15.893% rate of appearing, so just keep in mind you're probably going to get a bunch of those.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yep. Alright, and then we got one more scratch. This is the AC scratch that has released. Let's take a look at it.
Aerial Defenders. It has cast parts. Yay!
I don't know if they're actually cast parts. There's the cast parts. Yeah, just a bunch of new stuff. Actually, those propellers seem kind of interesting. Got some new motions as well here. More for if you've got a heavyweight type character. You also got a glide jet boost as well.
Again, those are all scratch bonus prizes. So, you gotta scratch a lot of it.
Let's see here. Actually, it looks like it's just the glide jet boost that's a motion this time.
Okay.
So that's at least better than what we've seen from some previous ones.
I still remember the Sonic one.
Oh yeah, that was a disaster. $100 for that thing.
No thanks.
Let's see here. So, just a whole bunch of new outfits. The Aria Rapid actually does seem like a pretty interesting outfit, though. And then, of course, you got the new cast body parts, the Cataphract set. And then also a stark and skewed makeup. Interesting. Bunch of new stockings again, as well as fishnet tights. In this case, ripped ones. Celerity mask, as well as celerity gear. And you got some shields now as well here. A Grand Shield is what it's called. Sharp Aerial, which gives you a little thing on your forehead there.
Come on, Sega, just add shields back in as a weapon. I know that like shields was only a thing in Portable 2, but just add it as a weapon because they're cool.
I thought they were also in Phantasy Star Zero.
Were they?
I think so. I need to double check that.
Okay. But I know they definitely were a thing in Portable 2 Infinity. Or Portable 2 and Portable 2 Infinity.
You also got the Clobber Gauntlet, so this might be another nice thing to use if you're a fighter main. You also got the VTOL Floater, which was the thing I saw earlier. Those propellers actually do spin on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Got the Rosa Gothica earrings, Nobilis necktie, and Arachne brooch. So that's it for the new AC Scratch. Alright, moving on from that, there is a Bouncer Celebration campaign. So from from when the servers came up on the 13th until November 9th, just log into an NGS block once during the period and receive a Salon Free Pass. Additionally, if you use a Salon Free Pass, a Salon Pass, or a Salon Pass S in the Salon during this period, you will get an extra 50 Star Gem ticket at a later date. That will be coming sometime mid-December, it looks like. There's also an ARKS training program from from October 13th to November 9th. In this campaign, players can get rewards such as the 30 Star Gem ticket and the C Meltech Dual Bull, won by completing limited time tasks during the campaign period. So you can see those under your task menu in-game.
Though, this is the new augment that's specifically for bouncers, being
Right.
the melee and technique weapon potency.
Right. There's also an AC purchase campaign. If you spend at least 500 AC, you will receive an N color change pass as a present.
Okay.
And then they go through a bunch of precautions here. You can read through those later on if you want to. We've also got a Mission Pass release celebration campaign. So, from the end of scheduled maintenance until the start of scheduled maintenance on November 2nd, players can receive a reward by completing tasks with the new Mission Pass feature. By using an M Mission Pass Gold, players can get gold rewards.
And everyone is given a free gold pass
Yep,
to start, which is nice. I like that.
yep, exactly. So this was a nice way to start things off for the new for any new players in the game. that weren't familiar with how this thing worked out. Now, this can also be saved for future ones if you want to, if you don't like what's in the current mission pass. Alright, moving on from that, there's been a change in how motions work going forward here. So they have switched to a cost-based system for that, similar to the accessories. The reason why they've switched to this is some of the motions that they are developing will have even more effects than the ones that are currently available. They have confirmed that when these motions are set in multiple locations, the character may not be displayed correctly, or the game may crash due to problems with insufficient memory capacity or high processing load. Therefore, they've now changed to a cost-based system and have implemented measures to prevent such problems from occurring.
So it's a limitations thing that caused this change.
Yeah, why did you guys release on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 again for New Genesis?
Yeah. It should have just been a Series S/X and PS5 release.
Yeah, and then you know, update the PC requirements a bit, and then this wouldn't even be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
going back to the Vita days again.
Pretty much, yeah. This has me exactly fearful of that we're going to be back to Vita-like limitations, whereby they want to do things with missions, and they can't specifically for this reason. Anyway, so they've set a cost value for each motion. The cost value is a cost of 1 to 3, depending upon the content of the motion. And the maximum cost you can equip is 14. The cost of the motion you set for idle, move, jump, landing, dash, glide, and swim must add up to 14 or less. And then regarding the cost of 2 and cost 3 motions that are currently available, they feel that it's not appropriate to set a cost of 2 or more for already available motions without informing players of the specification change in advance, and therefore they're going to change motions released before October 13th to have a cost of just 1.
That's nice.
Yep, and that's going to include the Dash Sonic, the Glide Tails, and the Idle Yummy Ice Cream. And then going forward, any further motions will have higher costs associated. Alright, so moving on to the list of bugs that are currently going on, as well as any fixes that have been applied. There's a bug where battle triggers may be consumed even when the trigger portal is not activated. They're saying that this bug occurs when certain operations are performed after accessing a trigger portal, so they ask to please refrain from taking on any quests other than Battledia after accessing a trigger portal until this bug is fixed. So yeah, just don't suddenly want to jump into an urgent quest or something like that after you activate it.
That might have been what happened there.
Yep. They've identified and are working to fix a bug where the game sometimes crashes during gameplay in PSO2 blocks. Some task list or mission pass buttons don't work. The button to open the mission pass from the task list, as well as the button to open the task list from the mission pass. They've confirmed that the buttons work when set to the default options RT button or Shift key in the Microsoft Store Steam Epic Games version. And they ask that players use those until it's fixed. The weapon enhancement limited time task may be completed even if the requirement has not been fulfilled. And they say, please feel free to use any rewards you have received as a result of this phenomenon. Which is actually different from what they've said in the past. Typically it's more they apologize for the inconvenience, but this is actually the first time they're actually saying, okay, we messed up, go ahead and enjoy it. Alright, up next we've got bug repair status. They've confirmed that players are currently unable to perform the emote 279 pet. And they're also investigating if there are any other emotes that are having a similar issue. Alright. I've also got some account suspensions that we need to bring up here. So,
fun.
Yep. but players should have known about this by now. Following the amendment of the terms and conditions on August 24th, the creation of multiple accounts by the same user is prohibited by the terms and conditions. They have found that some players have been using multiple accounts to collect items from containers. As this violates the terms of service, they have suspended the accounts as soon as such violations are confirmed. And once again, they ask players to please refrain from such actions as it causes trouble for other players and could potentially negatively affect the in-game economy. They will continue to suspend users who engage in similar violations. Furthermore, those who repeat said violations will be subject to heavier suspension. However, family members can play using the same device so long as it is not the same user.
So pretty much just taking out and making any Smurf accounts.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. I only used one account anyway.
Yeah. No, that whole thing was targeted specifically at the red boxers, that's for certain.
Yeah.
Alright, gamepads do not function correctly in PSO2 blocks. If you encounter this bug, you can resolve the issue by going to the main menu, Options, Control Settings, Controller Settings, Gamepad Input Type, and then choosing the type of controller you use.
Odd.
Yep. So it sounds like something's not carrying over when it moves between the games. Alright, and then we got the mag spec changes. So mag form information acquired in PSO2, the mag form information acquired by using a mag evolution device in PSO2 will be integrated from your character to your account, and then the transfer of mag forms acquired in PSO2 to NGS. Mag forms acquired in PSO2 will be available in NGS and allow you to choose the appearance of your mag. That, of course, went into effect this week with the most recent maintenance. Alright, so urgent quest boss enemies sometimes do not become down. This bug was fixed during the update from this maintenance.
Alright.
Protected containers may be indestructible. This bug was addressed with this maintenance as well. That would have been ongoing since September.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then they did update this one as well here, indicating not the specifications for when you could get AC for the first time. This was previously mentioned several weeks back, but this one, this article was updated to confirm that yes, this was now changed as of this maintenance. They've also fixed a bug related to the accessory attach point and color return to default when My Fashion and /MF are used. That has been fixed as of this week. And then they've also fixed the bug where multiple material items were being selected when accessing a region mag. And then the body type of other player characters may not be displayed correctly. They fixed this issue as of this week as well. An error may occur when creating multi-weapons. They fixed that one. And then characters are sometimes not displayed correctly when attacking with certain weapons or weapon camo items equipped. They have fixed that one. These were the 6 weapon camos that were causing this bug.
Man, so many bugs.
I know, yeah, and this is what we're going through here is small compared to that laundry list that we skipped earlier.
Oh yeah.
All right, and we briefly talked about this earlier. There was extended maintenance this week due to a bug being discovered in part with the mag-related updates. So they had to fix that first before they could actually bring the servers back up. So that caused a a 6-hour delay in the servers coming up.
Mhm.
All right, we're through the bugs finally. Now we've got the winners of the item and costume design contests.
Ooh.
So let's take a look at what we got here. So,
All right.
grand award for, let's see, this is for the outfit category. Let's see, so comment from the development team. We have chosen this submission out of many sophisticated designs for the grand award because it captures and reflects the characteristics of PSO2 New Genesis, such as the evolving world and new generation of Arcs. We are looking forward to seeing Arcs in this battle outfit that beautifully decorates the night in Halfa.
I really like that design.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also an Excellence Award here. And then they've also put out several honorable mentions. And now these comments here appear to be comments from the players themselves, and not from the developers.
Now, some of them, it looks like it's a mixture of English players and Japanese players.
Yep. Let's see, and then here we have a comment from the development team. Thank you very much for your submissions to the PSO2 9th Anniversary Item Design Contest. This time, as an experiment, we accepted applications for the outfit and accessory categories for both Japan and global at the same time, and we received more submissions than we had expected. We saw many entries inspired by the worldviews of PSO2 and PSO2 New Genesis, with creative ideas that have never been implemented before. We could feel the enthusiasm that everyone has for the PSO2 series, and had a great time going through them. It took us quite some time to select winners for the outfit category because so many entries were full of detail. In the end, we chose entries that had the PSO2 New Genesis flair, as well as never-before-seen designs. We were impressed by how many unprecedented ideas were created for the accessory category entries based on the number of attachment points and the cost system from the update. Actually, implementation was difficult in PSO2 before the update, but now with PSO2 New Genesis, we'll be able to add them into the game, and therefore we have selected several entries as winners. We will continue to expand and update PSO2 New Genesis to meet your expectations, and we are looking forward to your great ideas in the next contest. Once again, thank you to everyone who participated in the PSO2 9th Anniversary Item Design Contest. Now this message...
So are most of these going to be, like, most of these, like, even the honorable mention ones, are most of them actually going to end up in the game, or is it just the brand winner?
I'm not certain. They don't really clarify that here. So, we can only hope that they're all going to get in.
That would be pretty cool.
Yep. Let's see. We've also got the accessory category winner, and this is the Cresta Draga.
I really like that.
Yep, that looks like that could potentially be a new head for me here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks like it was an American or someone who speaks English doing it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. That they're actually listening to the global players and gave them a winner. We have chosen this submission for the Grand Award. Even among the mask-related submissions, this one changes the character's impression drastically just on its own. Of course, it can be used as a head or chest part for casts, but also by other races to bring out some wildness or a mechanical look with some new combinations.
Yeah, I really like that.
yeah. No, this is definitely a winner here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the Excellence Award, and then some honorable mentions. Frankly, I am hoping that the honorable mentions get in as well, especially this doll tail that they're talking about here. One of the comments here is, if possible, the tail could change colors when your HP is low, similar to when dolls changed from blue to red. Second color setting would determine color change at low HP, so that could be a way for players to know where their health is even without having to look at their HP bar.
That would be pretty cool, but probably pretty technically hard to implement.
I agree on that one, but that would still be a pretty fun thing to see from the developers.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we got some sort of like a, I don't know, like a mag face or something there. And then, what is that, a unicycle or something?
I think.
And then, as I mentioned before, this is another of the mask-based ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then, even somebody submitted a doll-like head as well.
Huh.
You've also got an accessory where you've got different elements that swirl around the body. And then, if you just want to make a costume look kind of interesting, you could just put a zipper on yourself, I guess.
Just a plain old zipper.
Yep. And then there's this one here where you can give cast parts some battle damage, it looks like.
Ooh.
And then you've got this dark cloud here, which you can just cover a face or make it eyes, or even just have it as like something on a chest. They're using a Rappy as an example there, but
Right next to a pacifier. Why?
yeah, why? That would never go over in global.
Oh, definitely not.
And then it looks like two players have the same idea here, using rest signs as an accessory. And of course, you got the big bosoms again.
Of course.
This message appears to be the same as what was in the prior one.
Just
Oh,
with a few
actually,
words.
hang on. We're planning to combine and implement the ideas from the honorable mentions. I can't read the names into one item here.
Okay.
And then also the rest assign beret and reverse assign beret into one item. And they are planning to implement one item from the idea from the honorable mention. So they are. It does look like they are going to do more than just one outfit or one accessory. What about in here? No, they don't have the same thing listed here.
No. But it might have been like something that they were already planning on implementing, but like these were submissions before they were starting the implementation part.
True.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello, Janice.
Hey there, Janice. Alright, so now we got the winners of the stamp drawing contest, the anniversary category. Or actually, no, this is the wait, is this anniversary?
I think.
Yeah, it says anniversary category winners, but this is thank you. So I don't know. Congratulations, and then you've got a doll that's saying thank you. As well as those seal-like enemies that you can find in Halpha.
Okay, that is adorable.
Yep. And then sort of like an 8-bit Rappy here as well. Let's see here. So now they're talking about the stamps here. So, you want to read this one here, Zance?
All right. Thank you very much for your contributions to the PSO2 9th Anniversary Stamp Drawing Contest. Stamps have been introduced as a new communication tool in New Genesis. Have you tried them out yet? Yes, I have. Like a few times and not much else. We are grateful to have received so many submissions despite the fact that there were different requirements than from previous illustration contests. Reviewing the entries ranging from cute to unique was a fun process and had us wanting these stamps to be featured in-game. The winning entries for the anniversary and open categories were selected based on how well-rounded they are, their messages, and how easy it is to use them in conversations. The selected winning entries will be implemented in the game at a later date, so please try them out when they are released. We plan to hold similar contests in the future, so please go ahead and give them another try if you missed out this time. We will continue to work on various updates and plans so everyone can make wonderful memories through the game. So please support the PSO2 New Genesis Reborn in celebration of the 9th anniversary. And once again, thank you very much for your participation in the 9th anniversary stamp drawing contest.
Yep. Alright, and then we got one more set of winners here. This being for the open category. So, we got the Blight Please. So, yeah.
I like that. I really like that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's already been implemented on the PS4 using the line on the controller? Oh, really?
That's a really
that's
nice
pretty
thing
cool.
to know, Doom Dragon.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'd never noticed that whenever I tried on PS4 like a while back.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have access to it on global.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I want that blight please stamp right now.
agreed, yes. Then we got Ash Fired Up, Risa Stare.
Creepy as Risa is always.
Uh-huh. Not quite sure what to make of these. I guess, an Ash Fist Bump. Maybe that's a victory sign.
Mm-hmm.
And Hold. And then there's your, there's the group of the operators and, in the central tower. And then, yeah, eating. And then, not sure what to make of this one, but the next one, out of reverse the sign. Surprised Rappy. And then you got a dots firing an egg or something there, or a bullet.
I really like the surprise Rappy.
Yeah. I would say
both,
maybe. I'd say
both of them. Oh wait, go.
I'm thinking brighten that up a bit.
Yeah, maybe. It is a bit darker compared to all the other stamps. So yeah, I definitely brighten that up. But yeah, both of the Rappy ones that are here, I absolutely love. I want that Blight Please one right now.
Yes, we need this in game. All right. And then one more announcement, and this is pretty big for anybody that's on Windows 11. This is an announcement regarding support for Windows 11, which was released by Microsoft on October 5th. They have completed the final operation check for PSO2 New Genesis and can confirm that it works correctly on Windows 11. And thank you for your continued support of PSO2 New Genesis. However, if you are using an AMD processor, do not upgrade.
Not yet, no.
That is a complete disaster right now. Intel, you're fine, but AMD, don't upgrade, please. Wait until they actually fix the bug that's going on, which is reducing CPU efficiency.
But yeah, actually I was thinking of upgrading to Windows 11, but now, after hearing of this announcement, I'm fine to upgrade again. That's good.
Yeah, just be careful when you upgrade. No, that's all I can say. I'm probably gonna be sticking with Windows 10 for some time still. Alright, so that does it for our updates for PSO2 New Genesis and PSO2 this week. We got one more minor update here, this being for the Clementine server. Zance, why don't you go ahead and take this here?
Sure thing. So this is just a small update that they did. So the Genesis minigun can no longer be used or sold on the player market until further notice. I guess that was causing some bugs or something?
I guess, yeah.
Pom Pom Smash now has level 4 charm. The Vishik C now has 20% PA boost. The Loyal set can be sold for 100 Meseta. Magashi can now be hit by debuff spells as well as burned and poisoned. Bead Grood can now be frozen. Speed King now has level 3 HP steal. A crown description has been fixed. RCSMs can no longer drop neutral. Twilight Rune visuals have been updated. Goodbye Novel now has correct firing effects. Lost Sword no longer has Lost Breaker's visual effects. Bugai Senbub set bonus should now be fixed again. And Lost Breaker and Bajunata should no longer have incorrect grind values. So yeah, very small update.
Yeah. It really... Yeah, the next big update is not going to be coming for some time, from what I understand, so... This is just holding you over for the time being.
Yep.
Alright, so that's pretty much what we had for this episode. Was there anything else you had, Zance?
Not that I can think of. Let me see if there's anything on the Affinia side.
I don't think I saw anything over there when I looked.
Just HBR change to Phantasma World Series. That's it.
Yeah, and that was just like a few weeks ago, I think.
Yep.
Alright. And so that brings us to the end of this nice episode. On behalf of Zance and myself, thank you for joining us today. Day has dawned. Have a great day, everyone.
Johnny.